What up? Wagwan.
Hello.
How is it
Wagwan.
going? How is it? What's up? Hang on.
What's happened to you this morning?
I don't know, but why is your camera suddenly tilted? What's happening?
Here, look. Let's recenter it. There we go. Is that better?
It looks quite wonky. I just realised, actually, speaking about moving land masses, New Zealand got hit by a quake, didn't it? Northern Ireland, and there was the Northern Ireland,
North Island.
The North Island. Sorry, yes, the North Island, and tsunami potential. I hope everyone's okay.
Oh dear, Danny, have you got potato internet, or have I?
Uh-oh, me, can you not hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you keep freezing, but you know we can manage. But you are a bit jerky. You look a bit like you're back now.
No, I think it's me. I'm looking at YouTube. It's me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. It's manageable. Yeah. I'm just trying to play around and see if my horizon is horizontal. But
it gives you a better breakdown as to where the viewers are at as well. I can see whether the viewers, that's new. So who's on Facebook and who's on the YouTubes. Hello to people on the YouTubes. Don't forget to hit that like button for us. Much appreciated. And the Facebook.
Hello.
Yeah, that's better. The quality's better. So what's I saying? Yeah, no, the North Island, New Zealand. I hope that everyone's okay and the tsunami's not super bad. Right. Afternoon, everybody. Guess who's in first? Of course he is.
Yay, Dave.
Of course he is. Of course he is in there. And who's tapping? Is that?
Well, let's see what that banging noise is.
What's that really aggravating, annoying banging noise? Oh,
there's a little with me now monster creating the banging noise.
Did you just show your back at me?
Well, she was showing you her cool down. She was showing you
exactly
how right she is.
How offensive. Hang on. How dare she's making noise?
I feel like we should give you a close up.
Stop this.
There we go.
Stop this nonsense immediately. Interfering in the live and just get out of here. Moaning about your buff before the recording. Someone's having a strop, isn't she? At least you get rid of her soon. You managed to kick her over to school next
Monday.
week. Yeah.
Not my problem. No, not really.
I don't have kids, but I know that you cannot wait. Bye, have a lovely day. At the car, off you go, or whatever it is. Run home as fast as you can. There you go. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely day at school. Yay. And everyone's going to be partying and getting drunk at home. Well, they should be working. Right. Anyway, can you see the comment below? It's the old girl's birthday. Dolly or Bev?
Happy birthday, Bev.
Happy birthday to Bev.
Happy
birthday. And it's also CPM, Curtis Parker Milnes.
It's
his birthday.
My bestie. Yeah, happy
birthday. So we're
all
of the birthdays. Just to let you know, we are at Roundhay Park in Leeds. Everyone loves Leeds. I am round straw. She is square. Hey, welcome to the live feed. And can I do this? Can I bring this up from Facebook? I need to share this. I know this isn't Roundhay based, but I need to share this. So let's have a sneak peek. So Bev's just posted on Facebook, right? I've just received some beautiful flowers from a florist called Forget Me Not. Apparently, I bought them for myself. I have just tried calling, but they're not open. If these were from you, they are beautiful. Thank you. Thank you and happy birthday from Bev. Now,
brilliant.
Bev didn't buy herself flowers, and I know where they've come from. Have a guess.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, are they from your mum?
Yes.
Brilliant. Yes, Lynn.
Hello, darling. Happy birthday. Some flowers from you, from yourself. Not confusing you whatsoever. I forgot to say from me, Lynn. All right, thanks. Happy birthday.
Excellent.
Right. Hello to everyone that's watching. Hopefully my internet suddenly got a bit better. Yeah, it was a bit potatoey. Thanks for letting us know, everyone. Emma Shaw, one advantage of me being back in work, I'll be able to catch up on all pods since Christmas. Binge listening. Yep. Massive credit to Mark for having done eight pods, 2 months worth of pods. I'll be back on Tuesday, having to put up with sniffs and blips and everything. World Cup of Cafes is going fantastically well. It's a bit scary because I think the votes are going to be super high. We'll do the results tomorrow during the Park Faff. And then what is people saying? Everyone is wishing happy birthday to Bev. This is Wendy Fear says that this is the most northern UK run I've ever done, December 2019. Danny's Potato Internet. Hi, Danny. Blah, 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 blah. Whiz. Scrolling down. Yeah, the new merch. That's offensive. Highly offensive
Ooh.
comment there. Stephen Ferguson, who is wearing their Dolly or Bev or arbitrary tee? Stephen is, because he's managed to get it before my ones. I ordered
I
before
was
him.
wondering what was offensive about it. Excellent.
Yeah. How?
Preferential treatment.
I don't believe it. He said it's because he was the first ever interviewee. So get out of here.
Surely
Danny,
part of attention seeking is, getting some attention.
Yep, it is part and parcel. Attention seeking with your bearded attention seeker. Yeah, he's first up. Leah, happy birthday to Bev. Yeah, and don't forget from CPM. There we go. There's the admission of guilt. They are from me. I asked for them to write to Bev. Love from Lynn and John. Yeah, but they didn't do to Bev. They did from Bev.
Brilliant.
Anyway, right. Where are you at?
Where am I at?
Let's have a check. Let's have a check.
We are in Roundhay Park, obviously. Yeah. It's one of the biggest city parks in Europe, more than 700 acres. So that is quite a large park.
So again?
More than 700 acres. One of the biggest city parks in Europe.
Is it the biggest one in Leeds?
Yes. And one of Leeds' biggest, most popular tourist attraction. It gets more than 1 million people visiting it each year.
Wow. Nice.
So we're not quite at the start of Park Run. I just thought I'd start here at Baron's Fountain. It's grade 2 listed drinking fountains, although the water outlets have been removed. But look how pretty this is.
It is.
So this was named after John Barron, Mayor of Leeds. But this is right by the start. So we thought we'd start here.
Is she graffitiing?
No,
Get off
it looks
there,
like
you
it,
little scoundrel. She is. Go back. What does he do? Show us.
Here we go. Is water. I think, are you going to write Poppy? She's got a stick and some water.
Oh, a stick and water.
Yeah.
I thought she had a full-on marker pen. I thought Nicola.
Of course not. No, Danny. Poppy, let's go and find the start line, sweetheart.
Can I bring up the map? Shall I bring up the map?
You may.
Okay, let's share the mappage. This is the big up version. Bigging it up. What is she nattering on about? What's she going on about? What are you saying,
her art pencil, she's saying.
Art pencil.
Her art pencil.
Right, so the big park. Let's have a zoom out a little bit because it's northeast of Leeds. Oh, it's a big old chunk. Look at that.
It is a big park.
I've been near Roundhay. I haven't been in Roundhay Park. I've been very near it. You can see, it is sizable. Whacking Great Lake, Waterloo Lake Park area. You are near, whereabouts? The start? Is that right? Not far from the mansion?
So see the red finish. I'm the green dot just further down from there.
Oh, okay. And then there's the finish. There's the start mansion. You have an upper lake, Roundhay Fox, Floral Circle. There's lots of things. Rose gardens. If I dip into the Wikipedia page, let's switch back to you so we can see what you're up to. Poppy skipping away. Yeah, it is one of the biggest city parks in Europe. Covers more than 700 acres, as you said. And then history. 11th century, William the Conqueror granted the lands on which a park stands. So there's a Norman influence. Wikipedia page is extensive. There's gardens, canal gardens, Alhambra gardens, Monet garden, features. There's an arena, Baron's Fountain, castle, geology trail, Soldiers Field, Upper Lake, Waterloo Lake, as you mentioned. The mansion itself. It's not as big. You said this before we went live. It's not as big as the one from Woolerton yesterday, is it?
The mansion itself? No, I don't think so. It's a very impressive building, though. We'll show it to you.
It's not about the size, though, is it? It's about what you do with it that counts.
Yes, and you can get married here. Park running friends, Anna and Adam Moja, they got married in the mansion. It's very beautiful.
Okay. Bev saying the flowers are very beautiful. Thank you so much. Yes, they are indeed. And Amanda Murray Hindhind, when Leeds is covered in snow and ice, we all pile. Just type the A and the D for me, Amanda, please. It's in your name. And ice. We all pile to Roundhay for the winter course in the snow. Yeah, there you go.
I'm thinking now that we're in the rain, have we gone past the start line, Poppy? Where is it? I think we've just gone past it. Anyway, so this is the start of Roundhay Park Run. It looks quite flat, but it's a bit uphill. It's in the middle of a long hill, which is the finish straight. It's a bit mean. I'm just going to check the child is coming with me. She is. So that's good. So there's 5 car parks here. So you need to get the right one. Otherwise, you'll have a bit of a panic jog. So there's a car park. We'll finish near the car park that I'd park in if I was park running here. But yeah, there are 5. So
Okay. Super duper. Events and activities. Oh. Wikipedia. Events and activities. A park run takes place at 9 a.m. each
Yay.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yay.
Has it
Lovely.
got a capital P?
Yes.
Well,
That's
you
because
can't
it
have
links.
everything, can you?
That's because it links to the parkrun page on Wikipedia itself. So that, yeah, I mean, they've got it on the Wikipedia page. Parkrun capital P, stylized as parkrun, is a collection of 5-kilometer events for walkers, runners,
So
and
are we letting
volunteers.
it off?
Yeah, well, of course we are. Absolutely. Just in case anybody, because some people think we actually really seriously get bothered and irked by it. So you need to just clarify that. All right. You've got a bit.
There's a really lovely. There's a really lovely tree there with a whole ring of daffodils planted around it. How lovely.
You've gone a little jerky, Nick.
Oh, in terms of internet.
In terms of the flow of the picture.
Oh, okay. I'll keep an eye on it.
Did you do the internet check like you got me to do for Fantasy Abbey before you came out?
Yes. Yeah, it's completely fine here.
It's a lie. A lie. It's a lie.
Maybe it's all these rain clouds. So we're in the Arctic wastelands of the north. And it was sunny this morning. And then we got in the car to drive here and it's rained, copious amounts of hail. Poppy and I don't have raincoats. So, yeah.
Oh, the picture's going a bit fuzzy funny. Oh, it really.
Oh, dear.
What's happening? Matt Garner, how big is the park? Well, how big is it in comparison to Pollock in Glasgow or Hyde Park in London? I'm assuming you're talking about the park itself at Roundhay. I don't know, Matt. Nicola, if you can just stop and sit down, turn the feed off, go onto Google and find out the answer for Matt, who's on the internet for us.
Yeah.
That'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah.
Brilliant. I know. We need to know. Oh, well, how big is Pollock Park in Glasgow and how big is Hyde Park in London? Yeah. I've told you the stats for here.
Yeah, 700, isn't it, acres? So, Matt, you go and have a comparison. Come back to us. Let us know. There you go.
Right. I'm just going to show you this.
Nope.
Can you see that?
What's that? That is a white chalk line.
That is a finish line. That is a finish line. So hopefully we'll have to jumpers and coats up there so that they're dry in case it rains. And yeah, you'll finish here.
Bandstand. We love bandstands.
Lots of people here gathering on the grass. I can see them now in my little heart. So at the top of the hill, this is the uphill finish. Oh, and actually, so this is 3 laps for actual parkrun. Junior parkrun shares some of the same parts of the course. So I'll point out where junior parkrun joins this. At the moment, we're just on the adult parkrun course.
Okay. Okie dokie. So I'm just
trying
to work out the quality of the feed. The feed's a bit funny. I just turned my phone off so it doesn't interfere with the Wi-Fi. People are messaging me at 12:30 from a certain WhatsApp group. Nicola, we've gone over this before, haven't we? Don't message me at 12:30.
Good old with me now group, hey?
Well, someone separate too, but someone who's within it.
Mentioning no names.
Mention no names. We've been over this. Tony Rees, I'm listening to the Parkrun Show back catalogue. I've just heard the one when it was Poppy's first birthday. Nick, you get so emotional. Thanks for the continued Facebook live sessions, guys. You're very welcome, Tony. That's very sweet.
So we're just turning the corner here at the top of the hill. So we're coming up to the mansion, if you can see it there. And one of the car parks is there, just off to the right. That wouldn't be a bad parkrun car park, I suppose.
No, absolutely.
Quite far from the cafe, though.
John, don't do Matt's donkey work for him. He's the one who posed the question. Don't let me Google it for you. Is the correct response.
Oh, wow, but look at that. It's twice the size.
Yep, it is indeed. Exactly that. Again, oh, look at that. It's twice the size of words that you said before.
That's always good, isn't it? When it's bigger than you expected it to be.
Yes, it is. Hey, you're running with it. You're working. Yay. Let's keep doing. Let's keep going with the innuendo.
Oh, yeah. I certainly didn't expect it to be twice as big. Yeah, that is impressive, isn't it?
It is very impressive. Are you impressed by the size of it?
And so how is my feed? So if your potato internet is smoothing out a bit, how's mine?
Yeah,
is my internet okay?
Yeah, it's probably because you're a bit of a dip in the park.
I'm at the top of a hill.
Matt Garner, I did it. You did indeed. Yeah. You did. Well done, Matt. Matt, stop scolding. Matt, don't take it seriously. Calm down. And Andy Hickling, keep telling yourself that, Danny. There you go. All right, diving in, having a go.
So this park would normally be super, super, super busy, but because it has just hailed, then it's a bit more quiet than usual, which is quite nice, really.
Yep.
So the mansion's just here on our right. Do you want me to take you up there? You probably do, don't you?
I do indeed. Matt, don't look at this. The reason I asked is because I'm on the phone and didn't want to interrupt the viewing experience. Matt, we're not being serious. We're only joking.
We're just
We've been over
teasing.
this. We're just teasing. Exactly. We've been over this, Matt. Don't take it seriously. Anyway, Susie Bannon. Sorry,
this
Danny,
is
my merch has
Mansion
just
House.
arrived too. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll let you
no.
get to the,
Maybe
yeah,
yours
Susie
has come
Bannon.
in today then, Danny.
My merch has just arrived too.
They're just rubbing it in.
That's offensive, Susie and Stephen. Get out of here. See, I'm joking. Why am I getting phone calls?
So this is Mansion House. This was built 1811 to 1826 for Thomas Nicholson and his wife. Imagine living here and looking out over this. Not bad, hey?
This is like yesterday. I mean, it's a case of the aristocrats. They had all the money. They built the big mansions in the big parks and with wonderful views. And I guess we're lucky. We're very fortunate. We have access to the park spaces all around it now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you read on the wiki about how Leeds came to own the park, it was interesting because the cost to purchase the park was more than the authorised value that the council were allowed to spend. So they had to get Parliament involved and say, could they? And then luckily it was approved. And yeah, now we've got a wonderful park. Huge park.
All right,
someone's always here just round the side. I just thought I'd show you a little cafe.
Is that the cafe?
No, it's not. I will show you the cafe.
So there's always some people who have to flex and say, look, mine's bigger than your one, isn't it? Exactly. Comparing sizes. Apparently Sutton Park is 2,200 acres. Yours pales in comparison. It might be twice the size of other ones, Nicola, but I'm afraid it's half the size of Robert's. That's
okay, you know. Size is relative, so yeah, it's fine. I'm happy with the size of mine.
Well, exactly. Hopefully Sutton Park is used in the most efficient fashion. Susie Bannon says, I'm sorry, not sorry. Get out of here. There you go. And Matt has my crown today of asking all the questions, as Emma Shaw. Yeah, absolutely. Had the crown stolen. Amanda Murray Hind. The bandstand is the start and finish of the North Leeds Trail Marathon. Best and worst day ever. Okay. There you go.
I haven't actually checked out the course for that yet. I keep meaning to do it. There was something in lockdown that I kept thinking, yeah, I've done parts of it, but I've not really got into these virtual races. Right. So see this path joining us from our left?
Yeah.
If you're at Junior Parkrun, you will be coming up from there. And from there, I'll try and remember to tell you where Junior Parkrun would finish. But the courses are then the same. So we're just about to be at the point where Junior Parkrun meets real parkrun, I was going to call it. That's not really a 5K parkrun. That's a better way to put it, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. Ian Thompson, how big is Temple Newsom? I was asked in 2002. Well, if you type into Google, Ian, how big is Temple Newsom Park?
Then you'll find out.
Robert's schedule, not mine anymore. I'm in St Ratford upon Lee. Well, you can't flex the size of your thing if you don't have it, can you, Robert?
I'm just going to show you, looking down the park, if you can see that path that just curves around the cricket pitch there. We'll be on that in a minute, and that's all part of the park run course. So it's a really lovely course for being able to see park runners kind of most of the way round. Wave to your friends, see how they're getting on.
It's lovely, actually. I mean, how long have they been going? I think it's about 9 years, isn't it? Because they have had about 450 events. So yeah, okay. Let's have a quick look and have.
Oh, I was thinking then that my camera's gone really wonky, but it's not. It's just such a hill.
Slope of the hill. Yeah. When did they start Roundhay? They started. I've had lots of engagements with Roundhay over the years. Oh, what was that?
Both Roundhay and Roundhay Juniors were early park runs, weren't they? Park runs and junior park runs.
They were indeed, and of course, Temple Newsom came after that, and it spread a bit more around Leeds. It had a bit of a rocky start. Let's not be disingenuous about it. You and I both know of one of the originators wasn't the most.
Just a few issues in terms of people getting involved, not for the right reasons, really.
Exactly, he wasn't the most amicable person. I have some stories to tell, but we'll leave it for another day.
Well, they ended up in prison, didn't they? So, like, that probably says all we need to say about that story. So,
it's widely known in the area.
Yeah, but the parkrun team did really well, because obviously that was a really difficult time for them.
It was.
So yeah,
It was a very
kudos to the
difficult
team
time.
for managing what was a really difficult situation.
Hugely, yeah. And unfortunately, at the time I was working for parkrun, I had to be involved as well. Number one event was 23rd of April, so it's coming up to their actually 10th anniversary. It'll be the 10th anniversary next month. 10 years. Wow, wow, wow. There you go.
I know, it makes you feel like you're getting old when you compare yourself to parkrun, doesn't it? Because it doesn't seem that long ago, really, that we were doing events. But yeah, 10 years. Wow.
Anita Platt says, another parkrun course I'm going to need to visit. Looks fabulous. Karen Spackman says, wow, what a fabulous view. And then Emma Shaw, looks like it's got some great slopes. Yeah, it certainly is. I've always known that it's hilly, so seeing it
there's cross country in this park. I'll show you the hill when we get to it in a minute. That's the really big one. But actually, there's kind of 3 different parts of the park. So we're doing the bit utilised by parkrun, but the trails, there's so many wonderful cross country or just off-road trails around Roundhay Park. And then lots of people come just to walk around the lake. I think it's probably about 1.5 miles around Waterloo Lake. So that's kind of the busiest part, that people just come for a walk around the lake, and then that's where the cafe is, or one of the cafes.
Nicola Headland says, is it a 1 lapper?
No, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, 3 lapper, 3 times up the hill. Start on the hill, finish on the hill, run up the hill 3 times.
Next World Cup of parkrun acreage, says Jamie Sucker. No more World Cups for a while. It's very labour intensive and time intensive. Crikey, yeah. And notification intensive, isn't it, Nick?
Yes, very much so, Danny. There's always a marshal on this corner because it's a sharp corner. Yeah. Around here. You can't do that. Can't have a shortcut. If this was parkrun, probably that would be very naughty. And down this wet hill.
Down this very wet hill. Matt Garner, tell us the prison drama tales. It's public knowledge. It's on BBC articles. If you type in Simon Buckton, there you go, and have a look. I was not a big fan of him, I'll be honest with you. I mean,
and also we have this lovely park, so we don't. That's not really what we're here to discuss.
No, we're not. We're not here to discuss
about positivity and beautiful
I agree.
park runs.
I agree.
So yeah, now you've given his name, people could look it up if they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. We're here to position ourselves, not to pretend that everything is lovely, shiny glory. Mostly it is.
No.
And so when you end up saying that all volunteers are amazing and fantastic and people should do things, etc., etc., I always have a little bit of reservation, not cynicism, but because I've born of experience, and that it's not an absolute. And I will always associate Roundhay with that experience until I go there and take part in the parkrun, which I will do.
Yeah, because that's funny. When you mentioned it, I'd completely forgotten all about it because I've got so many positive associations here. So yes, that's really right. That you need to come and do it, and then you'll have something else to associate in your brain when absolutely
mentioned. And that's what happened. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I have no reason to lie. It's the fact that when I think of Roundhay, I will have that experience, which is very different to the people that participate at the parkrun itself. And yet I know about so many fantastic elements. So me seeing this for the first time is also fantastic too. But it's very hard to shift that experience. Of course, if you have a bad experience with something somewhere, it's always going to remain in the back of your mind. And I'll just be open and honest about it. And like I say, I just use it. Sometimes when people have a particular feeling or act in a certain way, it's often born of experience, and one of those is being that. So if we were just to pretend that everything is wonderful all the time, that there is toxic positivity, but there's also realism.
Well, it's just disingenuous. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. But parkrun in the whole, in the main, has 99.5% fantastic stories. But we must never pretend for a second that sometimes there are people with agendas involved, and you have to keep a slight element or edge to you. Otherwise, you will end up being walked all over or having damage done to you. So that's what I want to come across. I would like to value that we can talk about things and not pretend or just ignore certain things, because there are bad instances, as there are in any walk of life, and that's what I wanted to come across. Yeah, absolutely. But there are mostly good ones. Mostly good ones.
Right, so we are about to turn left and carry on the parkrun and junior parkrun course. I'll just show you these steps up here. So this is quite a big hill. This is called Hill 60. So these are Hill 60 steps. And this hill is awesome for sledging. And that's a hill used in cross-country races. Often you'll have to run up there. It's named after the Battle of Hill 60 in 1915 in Belgium to commemorate the Leeds soldiers who died. So,
have you written this down on a piece of paper or you memorised all this?
Yeah, I remembered it.
You memorised it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Super duper. This is why you're Dr. Forward. Doctor, you are
And
you're
also,
smart.
actually,
Yeah.
so at the top of there, at the top of Hill 60, you have lots and lots and lots of space, more green fields. And that, they're actually called soldiers' fields. And that's where like a bonfire would be on bonfire night. It's a big flat area of grass.
Yeah.
But it's also Roundhay's winter course. So that is why Amanda's saying all Leeds runners, if it's icy and there's cancellations, and actually Steve Milne, who does his tourism in Scotland and things, this is a park run he is saving for that weekend when all events are cancelled, you can't travel to anywhere. Roundhay will probably be on because it is all on grass.
Hello
so 3
to
laps
Steve.
Up there on Soldiers Fields. And that's the winter course. Poppy's run the winter course. It's a story she tells everyone because she was in like a vest and like some leggings and a vest. And she's like, it was -4 degrees and I ran in a vest. and there's snow everywhere. She's really proud of it.
This little old lady sat at a cafe regaling tales when I was only 5 years old. Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
So this is the Park Arena here, down here. So sporting arena, you've got your cricket pitch there. But this was actually... So as you said, Roundhay's got 2 lakes. This was going to be a 3rd lake. So Thomas Nicholson, who he converted all this land, it was quarried. So this was all quarries. And it was, the first 2 lakes were filled in. And this was going to be filled in, but he died before that could happen. So now it's the Park Arena, which is great because if you look, it's kind of uphill 60. Perfect place to sit.
Do you know what I think when I look at that hill? I know it's not quite the same because the sky is different and it's grey and clouded over, but that has that sort of round element like a Microsoft Windows background. Do you know the one like the rolling green? I don't know. That impresses on me in terms of the way the trees are. If that was a blue sky and a lot more vibrant in green.
Oh, Danny, if that was a blue sky, I wish that was a blue sky.
Yeah. Okay.
So now coming along here, this would be your kind of, well, it's not straight, is it? But finish straight for Junior Park Run. So Junior Park Run finishes before you get to the cricket pavilion, which you can see in the far right of my picture. So Junior Park Run is 2 laps. Oh, they've cordoned it all off. So there's an outdoor gym area. Can you see cordoned off in orange? Just before the cricket pavilion? So that's an outdoor gym that they've obviously closed for coronavirus.
But that's different in different places. Some parks are wide open with it, and others not so much. It's a bit sporadic, isn't it, in terms of what's closed and what's not.
Well, it's local councils, isn't it? I think, or maybe even just parks. Decisions park to park. But this is a very, 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 very busy park. Very busy park. And gyms are closed. So and this is a rather good outdoor gym.
Nicola Headland spotted that as well. What you've just gone past, there appears to be a waterfall running across the path. There was one. Not a real one.
We've got a park runner. Hooray! Yay!
Oh, hello. Who are you? Time to come back. Who is this?
5th of June, yes! I can't wait. Hooray!
Come back. What's his name? Quick, find out.
Oh, you want to talk? He's got headphones in. He couldn't really hear me.
Run after him. Kick his legs away until he falls over. Then you can get him and say, "Oi, stay where you are."
He's on a run. That was well timed. A bit of parkrun apricot.
Is that the new arbitrary shout? 5th of June.
Yes, it must be. 5th of June. Yay! Oh, a bit of parkrun apricot always cheers you up, doesn't it?
It does. That's absolutely.
So
I'm seeing a milestone tea. Absolutely.
Oh yes.
Old man Callum says the Heineken the Heineken Music Festival. Why can I suddenly feel a breeze? Oh, it's because the
old stole the show that day.
Oh, yeah, 95 Pulp stole the show that day. How old are you then, Callum? How old? You can't have been 16. You're not my age, are you, Callum?
So I'm just going to show you. So that's the outdoor gym. So Junior Park Run starts behind that, runs up there to the mansion. Does the loop that we've just done, and then this is the finish straight. So it's just less than 2 laps, Junior Park Run, about 1 3/4, and then finish where I am now. And then Hill 60, lovely park.
It's one of the earliest Junior Park first ones. One of the first Junior Park ones, isn't it? Yes.
And obviously the start is right by the finish. So although they're in different places, it works really well in terms of location. So this cricket pavilion, they've turned into a cafe during coronavirus times. Didn't used to be a cafe. Don't know if they've done it specially because there's so many people outdoors wanting their coffee.
Well, they're little benches to sit out and just look over the...
Yeah, to watch the cricket. Yes, they are very.
Nicola Headland, she thinks that you managed to fiddle that. Did Nudge organise that park runner? Perfect.
Absolutely, yeah.
For the June.
Do you think they were with me now, listener?
No, not yet. Not yet, I say.
Well,
no way.
Yes, I think so.
Guess how old Callum is?
I don't know. I'm rubbish at guessing ages.
Just have a guess. In our experience of watching him post on everything ever with the enthusiasm of a teenage boy, how old would you say he is?
I don't know. I just assume everyone's a similar age to me. So like 35. I don't know.
Okay. There's no way I would have had him as older than me.
Oh, yeah, no.
46. I would have had you way younger, Callum, which I hope you take as a compliment. Wow. Okay. Graham Hackland's impressed. Such a beautiful park. I didn't know Leeds was so beautiful. Wink.
Trigger.
Nicola never mentioned it on the pod. Let's not all argue with our viewers today, shall we? Let's not get into one of those.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, Poppy's disappeared behind her hat.
She's gone. If she can't see you, you can't see her.
I know, I'm a bit worried she's going to tackle me as I try to get past.
I thought she was going to jab you with a water pen.
I didn't know what was going to happen then.
Like the Homer Simpson Clown College.
Oh, she's back. Poppy forward. What is it that you are doing?
It's like she's threatening you with a stick. She's going to mug you for the gimbal.
Right. So just coming up here, we would be turning left for Junior Park Run.
Yeah.
But turning right for not real park run, for 5K park run.
Okay. Matt Garner, how old am I, Danny? As you took it,
right. Oh no, let's not start that. Guess the age.
Yeah, no, we're not going to start it. But as you took me too seriously at the beginning, you're 75, Matt. Have that. There you go. Right.
There we go. You're probably wrong though, Danny. But oh dear. So this is the last bit of downhill on 5K park run before you turn left just after the ice cream truck and start your long uphill.
Can you skate?
Skate?
Yeah, skateboard, I should say. Can you do skateboard?
Oh, no. So I can't skateboard at all. I love roller skating. I used to play roller derby. So on my quads, I'm all right. But
right. Okay. My
balance is terrible.
Yeah, I do too. My balance is terrible, but
Why the question about skating? Oh, actually, up past Soldiers Fields, there's a big playground up there. As you can see, there's a playground here in front of me. And there's also a skate park. So you've reminded me to say that. There you go.
Gimbal recording at walking speed is fantastic, but also on a slightly faster speed, like a bike gently or like a skateboard, is even better. So I was just wondering. I'm not going to get you to do it. I
could totally do it on a bike, not with Poppy. That would be one. I mean, she just tried to tackle me then. So
okay.
Oh dear. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, Danny. You know where we started?
Ice cream van.
Started up at Barron's Fountain. That's I don't know if it's a pokey gym or a pokey stop. It's a pokey something. So you see lots of people wandering around with their mobile phones and then just standing there. It's definitely a pokey what? Oh, look at Poppy.
There's a load of people standing around looking at the phones, just tapping at the screen. Bunch of weirdos.
Yeah.
So strange. A lot of them. Okay.
Yeah. You know when you see people and you think you don't normally go to parks, like teenagers looking a bit like, oh, what is this green space I'm in?
What's going on? Teenagers don't play it. It's the adults.
Okay, like old men like you, Danny.
Fine. Yeah, I am middle-aged.
So you'd be turning left here, and that is the start of the hill. It doesn't look much, but you have to make your way all the way up to the mansion. So
I think it does. I think it looks that to me. Yeah, if you can't. That's above head height at that particular point, standing there. That looks like a little.
I'd always rather have like a short, sharp hill, maybe like the one at Bradford, Lister Park, or something like that you can just attack and get up. This is hard work to get up this 3 times full speed. It's a hard park run. So park run, you'd be turning left here, and then you'd complete 2 more full laps and then finish at that top corner. But I'm going to take you down to the lake and show you the cafe as well.
Well, I expect you haven't done Queen Elizabeth. That start, oh crikey, that is, it's like, that's a bit of a rise. Max McCarty, I need a pokey what? Do you now, Max? Do you? Tony Reeves says, quick, Poppy, ask for a 99.
Yeah. I've actually got no money on me, so I'm not sure how that would go.
Oh.
Invoice Danny.
Send me the invoice. I'll pay you. Yeah, exactly. The work expense.
So this car park isn't massive, but as you can see, just up here, there's a hill and there's parking all up that hill. So it's not too bad, even though it's quite a busy park run. There is lots of parking.
Can I say that I, again, have been nearby but never been in? My impressions of Roundhay, as I described earlier, are what they are. I knew it was a 3-lapper, and of course, when you think of a 3-lapper, you think it's contained within the park. But of course, this has completely blown my proportions and sense of what the park is like as to how much is contained within. I love watching these parkrun locations that I've never been to, because I've been around to so many. I think it's roughly equivalent of all the UK, half the equivalent of the UK ones. And to see this, I'm
so this
just
is
as
bigger, is
fascinated.
it?
Everything about Roundhay, as I said, it's nice to have this, because even this experience is painting Roundhay for me. So we'll talk about it from a personal point of view, from a subjective point of view, is giving me such a wonderful impression of the place. I'm really enjoying it.
Good. Yeah. So this is the Lakeside Cafe here. That is Post Parkrun Cafe. It doesn't open till 10 o'clock, which is actually really nice. And there's toilets in there as well. They'll be open a bit before, but it's really nice. It doesn't open till 10 because it means that people stay around, support each other, cheer runners in. It's just great.
Yeah. Bad mummy with no money, says Tony Reeves. Yeah.
Well, there's money in the car. I mean, but I'm just a bit busy right now.
Poppy can't hear this. Otherwise, if she could, I'd say, yeah, tell mummy off. And there's lots of swans and ducks usually coming up on the lake.
I'll go and show you, but I don't know if you can see. It is busy. It's always busy here. There's always people feeding the swans and ducks.
Okay.
We're not going to start about what to feed birds again, are we, Danny?
No, let's not go down that topic.
No, we're not.
All I ever want to do is entertain and show people around. I don't want to get into spats and fights.
Oh, look, these geese are quite friendly.
Although on Sunday it was very good. People were very lovely and polite about the whole what's the best thing to do with feeding animals. I think it was great. The difference of opinion on it, and of course information coming out, and people were like, oh, actually I didn't know that. So that was really lovely to see.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
So
Graham.
this lake, Waterloo Lake, is used for Leeds triathlon. If you fancy swimming in there.
No.
Leeds Rowing Club. Leeds Rowing Club. Got 2 boat houses there. Boat houses under the cafe. Have I ever what?
Done the triathlon?
No.
Have you ever swum in open water?
No. Well, define open water. I mean, yes, I'm a scuba diver, so I've swum in open water and been cave diving and stuff like that. But I'm not just go for a swim outside in a lake or something. No.
Right, let's wind that back, humble brag. If you define open water as by swimming in the most majestic blue lagoon in the most faraway location, which was glamorous, and I Instagrammed it all over the place.
Do I swim in cold, muddy water? Absolutely not.
Right.
No, I do not.
I don't, because I'm frightened of sharks. So therefore, I'm not going in there.
Are you frightened of sharks? Oh, sharks are quite lovely.
You watch 10 seconds. You don't get sharks in open water, Danny. I don't like jellyfish. I don't like to go in the sea because there's animals in there that can hurt you and kill you and maim you. And open water because there tends to be lots of bird poo and there could be pikes and they might nibble at me. And I'm not down for that. Nope.
Yeah, I'm the same. What else have I got to tell you about Waterloo Lake? Oh yes, I was going to tell you.
It's named after.
I didn't tell you. Oh no, it wasn't that. We were going to go. I half thought about walking you up to the small lake, the upper lake as well, but I didn't do that because it's cold and wet. But actually, it's brightening up now, isn't it? But that's got a fountain in the middle and an island, but it's like 3 to 4 foot of depth across it. But this lake is an average. I don't know why I've switched, or my brain has remembered some things in feet and some things in meters.
Why can't you do this for the pod? Why is it when you go, I can't remember everyone's name. I don't know what I did. Let me tell you about my speed per mile. Now you become super encyclopedia lady.
So this has got an average depth of 18 meters, but it's up to 40 meters in places. Like 40 meters. That's pretty deep.
Yeah, I'm not swimming in there. Nope, 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 not
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
It's definitely a lake. You need to be careful. You know, when the weather gets really warm and people think swimming in lakes is a good idea. This is a lake that's going to take a long time to warm up. There's a lot of water.
And you can get some diseases, and also get like certain. Well, obviously not this lake, but you can get like what's the blue algae? Isn't that poisonous in certain
Blue green
places?
algae. Yeah.
Blue green algae. That's in one of the little pond places in Home Park, as a matter of fact. Graham Hackland agreed, Danny. These lives have been brilliant for seeing park runs. I would probably not have put on the bucket list. Roundhay is definitely on my list now. Superb. Thank you, Graham. Super, super, super. Amanda Murray Hint-Hine is due to do the triathlon this year. Oh, there you go. So we'll have Amanda splishing and splashing around in the duck poo later on in the year.
Excellent.
And
Poppy
jellyfish.
and I
Yep, I can't stand jellyfish.
Poppy, sweetheart, stay on the path. We're on a really slippy path. We're both nearly falling over.
The etymology to the park, apparently, says Stuart, is named after a famous song. Very good, Stuart. Feminine clap for that joke. Very good, very good.
There's actually a little
Tony.
land train as well that I assume isn't running because of coronavirus lockdown. But I did see a post actually. It's got hand sanitizers now attached to the door, so it must have reopened, but then shut again for this lockdown. But yeah, it's just a few pounds, and it takes you from outside the lakeside cafe up towards the mansion. And you know, if you're less able to walk around and it is hilly, then yeah, you can still see the park by the land train. So that's quite cool as well.
Oh, this 40 minutes have flown by for me. Tony Reeves, the gimbal tours are excellent. Makes me want to increase our parkrun tourism once we restart after the first run back at Huntingdon, of course. And noisy people. So, birdies. Even Gabby Near, quick way from me before diving back to teaching in Elizabeth I and Stumptree. I just what's that, Gabby? Too much information, too much context. Robert Schedule, hardly any sharks or jellyfish in Victoria Dock. Great for a pre or post parkrun swim as well as getting a V. No, where there's planes overhead. Can't do it. There's too many.
Tell you what,
risks.
I think a lot of people have got into their open water swimming though, because of these lockdowns. Obviously, there's no swimming pools open. Then yeah,
true, very true. Finding
an open water swimmer, then you're happy, aren't you?
Well, buying again, can't get to gym, so the sales of home gym equipment has gone flying up. I've also bought a bench recently, so yeah, people are finding alternative measures, and there you go. Maybe some more people will be more, well, I guess, more reluctant to go back into indoors and try and stay outdoors a bit more. Certainly with the weather improving, probably will be the case. Okay, yeah, cool,
yeah.
Coolio. Right.
So I guess that's Roundhay Park for you, Danny. What do you think? Super. I'm so pleased that it is starting to brighten up because it's slightly different in the rain and hail. This actually does look lovely, and it is a really lovely park.
Yeah, absolutely. What do I think? Yeah, fantastic. I have really enjoyed and continue to enjoy looking at parkrun locations I've never been to, and it's just that feeling of I wish I could do them all. I wish I could do them all like day after day after day, but only once a week. Okay,
wow,
super.
wouldn't that be lovely? Like 365-day tour of parkruns.
Everybody. Stuart Harding. I had a friend swim in Liverpool before the Rock and Roll Half, and the night before the docks were full of jellyfish. See, I don't have irrational paranoia. It looked like you could walk over them. See?
Yeah, do you know what? One of the reasons I don't really enjoy swimming in the sea without a full wetsuit is because I remember I must have been maybe about 10 doing a swimming race in the sea, and you went out, swum along by the shoreline and then back in, but a lot of jellyfish had come in between us and the shoreline, so trying to get out there were so many jellyfish, and I just remember thinking like, oh, this is so horrible, I don't want it.
That's nightmarish. Nah, I'm fine with being a landlubber. No way. Right, Emma Shaw, is your back starting to improve, Danny? Thank you for asking. Yes, hard to know until I will attempt my first run of the year tomorrow. I will let you know during the faff. Right.
Probably staring at the birds.
Oh, that's a lovely shot to finish. Yeah, exactly.
You're giving me grumpy faces now. And maybe are they directed at me or Danny, Poppy? Danny, good, yeah, that's fine. Can we give me more grump then?
She does a grump very well. There you go. Right, 45 minutes. Let's wrap it up. Let's let people go back to their lunches.
Let's say bye to Poppy, bye to the birds. Okay. Oh, look, there are cygnets. No, I mean, they're big cygnets, but I can't wait for all the ducklings and all the baby things.
They're not cygnets. The baby swans are goslings.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot. Goslings. Well, I did laugh at you for that, Danny.
10-second delay.
Brilliant.
Danny, as a matter of fact, who's going to be the first one to comment? They are not.
That's not what they're called. Yeah.
They're not goslings, they're cygnets. Sorry, I do know. I
Brilliant.
just got it wrong. Right. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining us once again. Don't forget, thumbs up, likes, because I'm just a like slut. Thank you very kindly. Right. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.